Not Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Great to have you with us. Welcome to it. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. There's just so many things that are wrong in this world. Maybe we'll just not talk about them today.
Oh, well, then the show's over.
I mean, so many things. Where do you want to begin? Where do you even want to start? Well, let's start with something that's good in the world.
All right, gas prices.
No, he said good.
Oh, no, yeah, gas prices are not good.
Okay.
Gas prices are over $3 a gallon, at least for premium. Or is it super premium?
The rest of it's going
Something
up.
like that?
Yeah, the rest of it's still going. Still close, man.
Once
They're
again,
all
it's
on the rise.
$65 to fill my tank.
I know.
That
when you're
sucks.
paying, another what, $20-$25?
Yeah.
Every time you fill it up.
Yep.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Hell, spreading out
And
that tax
why?
base.
Why? What's happened in the world that gas prices have gone up?
Limits on fracking.
Pipeline.
Has he limited fracking?
Yeah, on
though?
government lands. Yep. And the Keystone Pipeline has been stopped. Besides, I mean, you just in the oil industry, you just need to hear about a butterfly flapping its wings out in the Atlantic.
That's
and then
true.
We're gonna...
And the prices go up, and then when the butterfly is dead, it's slow to react.
Exactly. Oh, it's
the
never.
butterfly's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That means prices can go down? Yeah, no, not quite yet.
Not yet.
I'd like to point out that 2 minutes ago, the host of the show was trying to get us into some good news. Then you had to say something about gas prices, and we're off the rails.
Fat bastard.
Wait, I was just...
All right. By the way, did you eat my entire box of Hippo Bites that Keith gave me?
Remember that?
By the way, the
did
answer
you eat
is
that whole box?
no.
You did, didn't you?
I didn't have one. I don't even like them that much.
What do you mean you didn't like them that much?
You ate the
Somebody
whole box.
sent us these.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No.
You liar.
It's like
Then Jackie Daly did.
Jackie Daly isn't even here.
Jackie Daly ate the whole box of Hippo Bites.
If you will
She
recall,
doesn't even eat.
last week we made a deal. I got an animal video played, and I gave you an entire box of these Happy Hippo biscuits that somebody sent us.
You must be sleep eating or something
Nope.
with those.
And
I
no.
did not eat them. I did. I swear I did.
There was one left in the box.
And I gave you a full
One
box.
And you, wow. So it was you or Jackie
okay.
Daly.
All right. You know what? Yeah.
Hey,
No, it wasn't.
it was you
wasn't.
or it was your girl Jackie Daly. One of the two of you.
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
You're the only other ones that come in here and do the show. So
But it's not like there's
One
cameras
of the
in this
two.
room that could have captured something, right?
That's true, right?
No, roll them back.
Check the
Roll them
tape.
back. That's how confident I am.
All right. Yeah, you're confident because they weren't actually rolling during your show. That's why you're confident. All right. 888-900-3393. I got some tweets here from Texas Lori D. She tweets, "The ovens are a go, and they are creating miraculous works of art. Num, num."
And
Oh, she's talking about our cookies.
Oh,
isn't she?
nice.
Yeah.
Are they a
packaging.
go?
Keksi Cookies.
Are they a go? I mean,
that is
are
classy,
are the
man.
ovens cranking?
Yeah, the oven is cranking. Yeah, there's just one of them, and it's huge. It can do
Nice.
It can do probably close to 1,000 in an hour. Close to 1,000 cookies an hour.
That is fascinating.
I mean, it's not Keebler, but go ahead.
No, it's not Keebler. But I mean, we don't have elves in
You don't
hollow
have elves.
trees.
See, I mean, there's no elves.
I guarantee these are not Keebler cookies.
Now you actually participate, right?
I actually did participate. There's actually, I guess, some evidence of that.
Really?
I happened to be caught very briefly.
Oh, there you go. I've seen evidence of you actually
look at
deliver. I've seen
There I
evidence
am.
of you delivering them as well.
I have
So-
actually
Stuff.
delivered some too.
Yeah.
I like that hairnet,
It's
by
like
the way.
an arrow, like you wouldn't recognize me. There's the arrow. Looks like I have. Is that hair coming out the back?
No, I think
That's
that's
what
something
it looks
behind you
like.
on the
That's
wall.
something behind me. Yeah, okay.
But it does look
I
like.
thought, wow, do I have a man bun?
You
When
do.
did I get a man bun? That's really
That's hilarious.
so. That's our new kitchen that I spent every penny that I've ever had in my life.
Oh, no.
Our entire savings building that kitchen.
Well, you got
So
something.
it better work.
You got something out of it.
It better stink and
Because
work.
I've spent all of mine, and I don't have a kitchen like that.
Yeah, well, we have a kitchen, and it better crank out a lot of cookies with a lot of orders.
So let's just say Jeffy and I find out where this kitchen is located, and we roll up on it. Mm-hmm. Can we get like a sample or something?
Yeah, we're gonna have a grand opening.
Oh wow!
I think next month, and so you can roll up, and we'll give you samples then.
Well, I'm not waiting for the grand opening.
And there's our oven. There's the oven that cranks out the.
I'm saying Jeffy and I, just
That's nice.
the two of us.
Do the trays rotate inside, or they just go in separately?
Yeah, we just open the door and push the tray in.
Okay, so they don't rotate. It's
15 racks of them.
I got it. Okay.
How big's the owner's manual for that thing?
So it's a rack at a time.
Yeah,
and it takes about what if you're cooking?
Takes 10 minutes.
Cooking 1,000. Yeah, I mean,
takes 10 minutes, and you're doing 225.
Right. Okay.
Is that
every
an
10
oven
minutes.
mitt on the wall? I love that.
Well, you can't touch the racks without
That
the mitts.
is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So today is the day that we open it up nationwide.
Nice.
So, go to KeksiCookies.com and order yours, whether you're in Maine,
Wait a minute.
or you're in Utah, or you're
Now,
Montana.
when you say nationwide, you're
Florida.
talking about the continental United States of America, correct?
All right, hang on.
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask my son. I'm not sure if we're doing Alaska and Hawaii, but I doubt we're going to get a whole lot of orders from Alaska and Hawaii. I think we could probably do Alaska and Hawaii.
Everyone.
It might take a while to get there.
What about Guam?
Okay.
What
No,
about Guam? What
not
about
Guam.
Puerto Rico?
No,
What about territories?
or American Samoa.
Territories?
No
Yeah,
territories.
All right, let's clear something
No
up
territories.
here. Let's do this. Here, hang on. It's Keksi.com. KEKSI.
SI.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it means something from somewhere.
It means cookies in Finland.
That's what I said. It means something from somewhere.
Yes. It does mean something from somewhere.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. My son served his mission for 2 years in Finland, so it's meaningful to him. And he's the president of the company, and so he thought that would be cool.
He can get away with just naming it whatever
That's
he
what
wants.
he thought. That's what he thought. And apparently he thought correctly, because we did.
I'm glad he ended up over there. Because Keksi has a better ring to it than Galeta. Like if he had ended up in a Spanish-speaking country and come back with that cookie word.
Yeah.
Keksi has a better ring to it.
I think so. I like it. Glenn is confused by it because I couldn't spell scrumptious and I can't spell this.
Well, that's his problem. That's a Glenn
That's
problem.
the same guy didn't even know who the Boomtown Rats were yesterday.
Right.
Shut up.
Right?
Shut up. There's no
Thank
way.
you. Thank you.
I don't want to hear it.
Funny.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, the Boomtown Rats.
Come on.
Everybody
The
knows
guy was in
I don't like
music
Mondays.
radio. I was a DJ.
Right?
Were you?
For 30 years, he's a music DJ, and you don't know the Boomtown Rats?
Thank you.
I don't like Mondays. Get out of here.
And he did.
And he did.
left.
And he did leave. Yes. Yes, he did. I can't spell scrumptious, and I can't spell Keksi. All right. Whatever.
That's a public school problem
Looks like
in
you've still
Washington
been getting them delivered. Somebody
Yeah.
can smell them.
Yeah, somebody could. He found it yesterday because we delivered to him again.
There you go.
So
I'm having you. You're going to deliver to me. We're going to find out if there are roads between our houses.
are you going to order him?
Of course I'm going to order.
Well, there's obviously going to be roads between your house and where the cookies are made.
Oh, snap.
Right. Thank you.
You just found a loophole.
Good point, Jeffy. That's a good point. All right, 888-900-3393. Now, the reason we were talking about the Boomtown Rats is because of the song I Don't Like Mondays, which was written about a shooting in 1979 in San Diego at a junior high school. There was a 16-year-old girl who started shooting kids who were going to school across the street, and she shot 8 of them and wounded them. A principal came out. She shot and killed him. The janitor came out to try to protect the kid. She shot and killed him. So she killed 2 adults and wounded 8 children. And when a reporter asked her, because there was a 6-hour standoff and a reporter somehow got to talk to her, and he said, why are you shooting innocent children? And she said, because I don't like Mondays. And that livened up the day. And so the Boomtown Rats then did the song, I Don't Like Mondays. And that's the one that...
That was a big hit for them.
Yes, it was a big hit. And Glenn acted as though he's never heard of it. I mean, everybody knows this song, right?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot the whole day down. No.
Tell me why.
Okay, so the shooter in Atlanta said something very similar to that. Said that he was having a really bad day.
He was having a bad day.
I was having a bad day. Okay, we've all had bad days, and we don't go out and shoot people. So, I mean, clearly this person is wildly insane.
Yes.
And that's why this person shot 8 people and killed them, because he's wildly insane.
Right.
It's not that he hates Asian people, and it's not even that, he was trying to eliminate temptation, because that's not how you eliminate temptation. Okay? Supposedly he shot them because they were tempting him to have sex with them.
Right.
I assume these are massage parlors that do a little extra, a little more than massage. Is that accurate?
I mean,
do we know
it's
that for a
accurate
fact?
that people like you think that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that you look at him. Is that accurate?
Is that accurate, Jeffy?
Jeffy?
It is accurate that people do think that. It doesn't necessarily make it so.
Well, it sounds like this guy's been to him. It sounds like apparently he was planning to go to Florida and do the same thing there.
And he talked also, there was mention originally that he was going to go to Florida where they shoot pornography films, right? And he was going to try to find those places.
Oh, jeez, man.
Right. But now...
Crazy.
Right. But now we hear that the sheriff deputy...
The sheriff deputy who's quoting this guy...
Right. They're trying to say it was him that was saying it.
That was saying he was having a really bad day.
The captain, Jay Baker.
Yeah.
They asked him about the mindset of this guy with hate crimes, and he was like, no, he said...
Right. He said he was having a really bad day.
I don't know if we have the clip, but it doesn't matter. They're trying to blame the sheriff deputy, and really have. I mean, they've taken him off. He's not the spokesperson anymore. They've pulled him. They don't want him on the screen. I mean, they're trying to make this guy the bad guy. He's not. The sheriff is not the bad guy.
Right. Unbelievable.
And then I saw another story where, the guy's admitted, he says, it had nothing to do with race. I didn't kill these people because of race. Well,
right.
They're still going to charge him with a hate crime, it sounds like, regardless of what he says.
They want that bad because that adds to their narrative of the Asian American hate crimes.
Yes. And that's not what it was about.
Exactly was not what it was about.
It was not about that at all. The guy's just a psycho freak.
Right. And we get, on top of that, on top of the narrative of the Asian American hate crimes, we get the other narrative thanks to people like Barack Obama tweeting about more common sense gun laws yesterday. I mean, it's just, they want this all fed into their narrative, and that's what they're doing.
And then there's the other narrative.
And
that
we're
the
beating
guy's,
up the cop.
The guy's super religious. He's a big religious guy.
Yeah.
Really? So he's having sex with massage therapists and killing them, and he's a big religious guy?
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Religious fanatic.
Yeah, that's not a religious fanatic, okay? That's a psycho killer.
Right.
One good thing coming out of this is that Asians are buying guns. Gun sales for Asians are apparently double around the nation right now. So
Good.
Yeah. It's
more the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Be able to defend yourself. I love it.
Yeah, like we're supposed to be concerned about
that.
Yeah.
Oh, the leftists were like, how do you feel about guns now, right? Conservatives.
Feel good about it.
We love it. I mean, people exercising their God-given rights to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
Yes, please.
So bizarre.
The prism they look through, man.
All right, let me tell you about my son Hunter movie. The mainstream media and big tech have worked tirelessly, of course, to cover up the corruption of the Biden family and Hunter Biden. But now you have a chance to help make this story heard around the world. The filmmakers behind the Gosnell movie, remember that one?
Yeah.
They've announced a brand new project, a feature film called My Son Hunter, that will expose the Hunter Biden scandal.
Going to be awesome.
You can learn more at mysonhuntermovie.com. This movie is going to tell about all of it. Hunter's wild escapades, and there are many. The contents of his laptop, his shady foreign business deals, and even his ties to China. But these independent filmmakers need your help. Hollywood doesn't want to fund this movie. They don't want you to see this movie. It's too controversial. And it exposes the truth behind the most powerful people in politics, the Bidens. That's why they're bringing this film directly to the people to be funded by you. Your gift of $10, $50, or $100 or more will help expose the most corrupt family in politics since the Clintons. And maybe even beyond the Clintons. There's a lot of corruption in the Biden family.
There sure is.
And your donation is 100% tax deductible. So please go to mysonhuntermovie.com right now and make your donation.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
You know, I talked to the people who are making that movie, Phelan Mackler.
My Son Hunter?
Yeah, and, you can, mysonhunter.com, just, goes, it's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. They're finishing up the script now, and they're going to film it in Europe. They've got the site all set up.
Why are they filming in Europe?
Because they found a place that resembles Ukraine. I forget what country he said now. Gosh darn it. But if you go to Chewing the Fat, podcast, you can listen to that interview with Phelan Mackler, or Chewing the Fat YouTube channel. You can see that interview with Phelan Mackler. What a
wonderful idea.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to it, man. I still think that it should be called I'm Not Bo. But
my name's not Bo.
Yes, I did.
I like that title.
But My Son Hunter still works great. I'm looking forward to it. This guy is I love the character. And if it was anyone else's son, he would be on the front pages of every newspaper and magazine around the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no question. I mean, all this stuff that guy has done.
I know.
It's unbelievable, his exploits.
I know. As the son.
With Bo's widow. With Bo's widow's sister.
Yeah.
With the stripper in Arkansas.
Yep.
With Ukraine. With China.
Drugs, alcohol, all of it's involved.
I mean, there's so much intrigue there. It's
don't try to loop
and dad as the center, as the center of it, as being a senator for 40 years, and then the vice president of the United States, and now the president.
Yeah,
amazing.
It is amazing. It's really incredible. All right,
only in America.
Not the truth. Jeez. Anywhere else, these people would be in jail right now. The whole family would be in jail.
Yep.
And they should be, frankly, in this country as well. Deshaun Watson's got some issues right now. And
hurt himself, can't play next year.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
He might not play next year.
Yeah. He might get his wish to not have to play for the Texans after all.
Yeah, that's right. 2 lawsuits filed in Harris County against NFL star Deshaun Watson allege the Texans quarterback assaulted 2 different massage therapists by touching them with his man unit.
He assaulted them by doing this? This Harris County, that's Houston, right?
Yes.
That's Houston proper?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were massage therapists at his place, or did they come to him?
I think he
I didn't actually read about the story, so I don't know.
No, the first one, I don't know about the last 2 accusers, but the first one, it was at her house.
Yeah,
okay.
He goes to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this third accusation, it's more than touching.
Oh, that he forced her to do something?
Yeah, that's the headline I saw.
Boy. Jeez. Wow. How do you do that as a high-profile person? Everybody knows you. Everybody understands that you make millions of dollars. He just signed a contract worth $40 million a year. Contract he may never see a penny from.
Right.
I mean, if this stuff blows up in his face, he won't get a penny of that money. That's really, I mean, if he did this,
right? I mean, these
what
are
kind
just
of moron
accusations.
Are you? They are, right? Yes, they are, and he's got to have his day in court for this because this is huge. It's really that'll change his life.
Yeah,
and you could do time for that,
sure
and you
could.
should if you are guilty of these things. But on the other hand, there are people who are opportunists.
Yes.
So I don't know which is the case here, because we have to listen to all women, and we're doing that. right? But he needs his day in court
yes,
as well.
Absolutely. And really, we need to get to the point where if you're accusing this man of something this bad and it's not true, you should be held accountable.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Shouldn't be just you shouldn't just get to walk away. Oh yeah, you know what?
Yes.
You're right.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
It just drives me crazy.
So far, that's not been the case.
No, it
though.
has not.
So far, people throw out these accusations and they're just fine.
We're supposed to believe
when
them.
nothing ever comes of it. Don't worry about it. We move on. Well, no, wait a minute. Somebody just messed with his life pretty bad.
Yes. And in today's world, I mean, it's never going to go away now. Whether
that's true.
True or if it's true, it shouldn't. But if it's not true, you're still going to have all the jokes and the behind the back scenes and the memes.
Yeah.
So I mean, because we're supposed to believe everything.
Although I will say, Kobe Bryant recovered quite nicely
Yes,
from
he
his
did.
accusations.
Yes, he did.
Recovered quite nicely.
Yes, he did.
To where he was a hero.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
the wife
nobody
helped
even
with
talked
that,
about
though.
it. Yeah, she did. So did the $4 million ring that he gave her.
Yeah.
That helped with the wife,
So did-
and the wife helped
So
with
did the
rest of
homes
it.
and the children and the cars and the helicopters and the taking care of the wife's mom, stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yes. So, and he actually, I mean, that never went to trial, did it?
I don't think no. He
didn't go to a
just
criminal
ended,
trial.
Right? No,
Yeah,
they
it just
settled
ended.
the deal. It just ended. Yeah.
Yeah. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. In December, Joe Biden promised two things to Americans in 5 seconds.
And he's already done them. He's done.
Well, just don't get ahead of us here.
Okay.
Let's first hear the promises, and then we'll go into the promises.
Will you make vaccines
I don't think
mandatory?
it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Day one, bro.
Day one, he signed a mask mandate in federal buildings.
To be fair, when he was speaking there, he was only at the podium of the president-elect.
Uh-huh.
So.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So
That's different.
Is that foreshadowing as to what we might expect? Because the question was, will you make vaccinations mandatory?
No, he won't do that. He won't do that because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
American people are better than that.
And I'll say it again. You know, Texas made that big change. You don't have to wear a mask anymore. Not one thing has changed in Texas.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing.
Everywhere I go, it's the same.
Yep.
All these businesses continue to require it.
I will say what changed was they had to put up new signs.
I was going to say, I'll make you a list of places that.
Make me a list.
Okay.
Everywhere I go.
I have
the
not
places
seen one.
I frequent, I see the mask mandate still up on their door.
They put up the new signs. Masks are mandated here.
Yep.
Are mandatory come into this business.
It's mandatory for you to wear a mask when you come into this business.
Going to the wrong county.
All right. Well, I'm in Tarrant County. That's where I live. So I don't know where you live, but that's where Jeffy and I live.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing in Tarrant County.
Yeah, well, you're very close to Denton County. In fact, it's probably just down the road there, and they don't enforce it there. There's not signs there.
Enforcing it is different, but I mean, there's
no. I'm saying you don't have even the annoying signs on the doors.
Oh yeah, the doors they're still there.
And they do it in Irving. I mean, the businesses around here, same thing. So.
Oh, this is Dallas County. Man,
Dallas County
Judge
certainly has
Clay
it.
Jenkins wouldn't allow you to be open without at least a sign in your window.
Right. That's
That
crazy.
guy's the worst.
So anyway, people are for the most part going to try to protect themselves. Keith isn't,
if they can,
but many people are going to wear the mask because they're told that's going to help somewhat, and they're going to do it, and that's what they're doing. And so, this big sweeping change that was supposed to hit Texas, everybody's going to get sick now. It's ridiculous because as far as I can see, nothing's changed. Maybe everything's changed in Keith's world.
And everybody is.
Well, you can't see a single mask.
When you drive by the hospitals now, they have stacked beds on the roof. They're so full of people with COVID. You see them on the roof and say it's more than bunk beds. It's like doubling 6 beds, quadruple beds, man. On top
And the
of
piles of dead bodies outside that didn't
just-
quite make it to
just throw 'em off
the
the roof.
hospital. Yeah. Jeez, I hate that.
Me too.
If only they'd worn a mask.
Thank you.
If only we'd had the mandate.
Yeah, but it's motivated. Matthew McConaughey, he may now, he's still considering running for governor, but one of the things he cites is he's not happy with Greg Abbott's decision to pull the mask mandate from private businesses. And
Really?
Yeah, do you want some of these clips from McConaughey? We have several. Now, let's play the first one there where he's talking about the mask mandate, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Now, the governor of Texas is lifting restrictions, including the mask mandate. What's your reaction to that?
Thank you for asking me that. My reaction to that is I'm going to go back to that word I think I alluded to a minute ago. I was a little dumbfounded by the decision. I understand go back to work. What I did not understand was pull the mask mandate. Mm-hmm. We're on our way.
Stupid.
To seeing light at the end of the tunnel. To pull the mask is just this minor inconvenience. And I think I just want to remind not only Texans, but everybody out there, from my opinion, it's not the mask we're afraid of. Come on, it's the word mandate. All right, so let's not let the word mandate get in the way of the practical use of this little tool called a mask. But hey, it's just a small inconvenience today for more freedom tomorrow.
You're not a Texan,
so
man.
Now it's our choice.
As a inconvenience
and I
today.
ask Texans and people around the world.
This guy's not a
it's
Texan.
Our choice. If you have the choice,
Get
keep
out of
masking
here.
up. It's
Shut
proven
up.
to help. We don't have much longer in this.
It is not
We'll get
proven
through
to help.
this. Thank you.
That is such ignorance, start to finish, right there. First of all, the mask has been proven to be about 0.2% effective.
Maybe, yeah. If
0.5%. It was like 0.5%, I think, at most, in studies that have been done. I mean, it does almost nothing. It does almost nothing.
Yeah, that made no sense what he was saying there. Is like, well, I was dumbfounded that Abbott pulled the mandate. Look, you have the choice, Texans. Exactly. We don't need a mandate. We have the
Well,
choice.
Keith,
Right.
you're getting bogged down in the word mandate. Okay, it's a
That's what it is.
minor inconvenience
By the way,
today
I-
for more freedom tomorrow.
I want to rescind
Duh.
something that I said on this program a week ago. I no longer think that Matthew McConaughey is an attractive man. Okay?
Yeah.
Based on that answer and what's going on with his
With the
hair,
hair.
man.
Well, he might
What-
be getting ready for a
Right.
movie part
well,
or something,
then-
right?
then
'Cause he's
tuck
Is that
it
a
under.
mullet he's got going
What
on there?
in the world?
he's got to come back. He's getting
He had a
long.
mullet going on.
He's getting ready for another movie. Probably getting ready for another movie. But he's a Hollywood conservative,
Yeah.
right? That's who he is. He's not.
Yes. He's not a
And he's a
Texan.
Hollywood Texan, right? Because it's not real.
Yeah. I mean, here's a guy who is all about University of Texas and Texas in general.
Right.
And then he's like, don't get caught up in mandate. Don't get caught up in freedom. Don't get caught up in government telling you what to do. It doesn't matter what they're telling you to do. It's just an easy thing they're telling you to do. I don't care what it is. They're mandating.
Right.
I don't care what it is they're telling me to do. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Don't tell
if the
Pat what to do.
government is telling me
he's,
to do it.
And he's loving all this press coverage. He's not going to run for anything.
He's not.
The guy's not going to run for
Because
anything.
he's not going to win.
No way.
So he's been on lockdown for a year. He knows that the barbershops are open, right? He's aware?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
He might interpret this come and take it as come and take our freedom if he's governor, quite frankly.
Right?
Yeah.
Boy, that
Right.
was nauseating, that answer.
Yeah, that was.
And
that
there's
was
a couple more. I don't know if you want to
very
get into
non-Texan.
it. Yeah.
All right, let's see it. What else?
Is it possible at this time to speak to potential gubernatorial candidate Governor McConaughey? Is he there?
Don't turn around.
He's not here, right?
Yeah, see?
McConaughey. Here, let me look around for him.
Oh.
This is Matthew McConaughey, actor and author and father of three, and man who, along with his wife Camilla, is and a whole lot of other help, is putting on this benefit that's
It
going to be.
does seem to keep coming up, Matthew. It does seem to keep coming up. At some point, you're going to have to. Yeah.
Are you giving it any consideration?
Yeah, as I've said before, I'm giving it consideration. I would be a fool not to. It's a very honorable thing to consider. You know, what that position would mean. What would it be for me? What would it mean for the people of Texas? As I said before,
we
we say
know.
again, right?
Apparently would mean we wouldn't be Texas anymore.
That's right.
And I'm not about that, okay? I'm not about
Well,
that.
maybe we can have him as senator. Maybe he can run against Ted Cruz.
Yeah, maybe not. No, thank you. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We are playing some clips of Matthew McConaughey. No, one was pretty surprising.
You're talking about the actor, Academy Award-winning actor, philanthropist, father.
Yes,
husband.
father of three, husband. Yes, that's
Matthew
what I'm talking about.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
University of Texas
Mullet wearer.
He's got a mullet. He's got his hair slicked back. He's letting his hair grow long.
He's got a mullet.
He's got a mullet.
mullet.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he has a mullet.
All right, he's got a mullet.
Okay.
I no longer want to
Doesn't
marry him.
really.
You can marry him now. Just no, thank you.
I do. I don't like him. I've read too many stories about him not liking deodorant. So.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Matthew McConaughey fan.
Yeah, we're supposed to tell him about unscented deodorant.
That's correct.
Unscented. So maybe somebody will give him that information. I don't know. Anyway, I guess he was asked about a Senate run as well. Maybe running against Ted Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it does occur to me that there might be potential on the Senate side of things as well after Senator Cruz in the great state of Texas fled the state of Texas for the country of Mexico, Cancun to be exact. What'd you make of that?
Now you're getting to the funny questions. I'm not taking the bait on that one. That one's more like that's more like page 6 gossip stuff to me. But the real meat on the ground is what do we got to do? No, that got taken out of different proportions, and I wasn't there. That's talking about where somebody was at what time, and then memes got going and T-shirts got going. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon.
Good.
Thank you.
Good for him. There's the Matthew McConaughey that I like.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and he's doing a fundraiser, by the way, like to help Texas families that have lost their homes because of burst pipes.
That's what he's on.
Cool.
I mean, that's what he's trying to promote there, and they want to talk about.
That's cool.
Go after Ted Cruz. Shut up.
I like talk about Ted Cruz. I went to Cancun. Who cares that he went to Cancun?
Seriously.
Texans don't care that he went to Cancun. So what? They knew he wasn't going to be fixing their pipes. They knew it.
I mean, I didn't.
I did.
I thought that
I was pretty sure.
I didn't have a pipe that broke, but if I had a pipe that broke, I expected Ted Cruz to come and fix it.
I had
He's
two
my
pipes
senator.
that broke, and I didn't call Ted. Maybe I should have.
You should have.
Maybe I would have got it fixed quicker. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I actually called a plumber.
Wait, what?
Instead. Yeah.
Not a senator?
No.
Weird.
So, yeah, I called a plumber, not a U.S. senator. Weird,
Whatever.
right?
Whatever.
Really
well, you
weird.
couldn't call the one senator. He was in Cancun.
Oh, man.
Did John Cornyn come over then?
Ridiculous.
So bad. I couldn't get
punch.
hold of John. Couldn't get hold of John.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Stupid. It's asinine.
And he and Ted didn't help. I mean, I know we've covered this ground, but Ted didn't help with
No,
his apology. Yeah.
He apologized.
He does
Which he
this every
shouldn't have.
time.
I know.
Stop it, dude. Stand firm. Mm-hmm. He goes like 99% of the way, and then at the last second, all right, I'll bail out on this one. Stop it, dude.
Yep.
Does it every time.
Just trust Texans, will you? Just trust them. Trust them to not be all pissed off that you, because it was freezing cold, you had nothing to do and no responsibilities in
I would have gone
Texas
to
at the
Cancun
time.
if I could have.
Yes,
We
me
all
too.
would have.
We all would have.
And by the way, all the people taking pictures of Ted on that plane were going to Cancun.
I love that point. That's not said enough.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes! That wasn't a flight to El Paso.
No.
We're going to
It was a connecting
Houston.
flight.
It's going to Cancun.
Why aren't
Well,
you
we-
here helping Texans?
Thank you.
We were all going to Houston. You're going to Cancun? Am I on the wrong plane?
Wait, no,
What happened?
We're
here?
in Houston. But seriously, where was the generosity of everybody on that plane?
Thank you.
They weren't volunteering their time and
No,
effort
they
to go
were
and
not.
fix busted pipes in Texas.
No, they were cold too, and they were getting the hell out. They were getting out.
Yes.
Okay, it's cold, and it's really cold for Texans.
And we have an opportunity to be where it's warm.
And you know what?
And nice.
I bet the profession of half of the people on that plane could have done something to help more than the qualifications of a senator.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Bunch of rich Houstonians heading to Cancun when it's cold. I mean,
Those bastards.
and then they're all like, okay, let's be opportunists and take pictures of Ted Cruz, who's on this flight with us going to Cancun.
Yep.
No,
What a bunch of hypocrites.
I will say pictures of John
I can't
Kerry
take
on
it.
flights. Those are funny though.
Those are good.
Those are good. Those
Yeah.
are good when you got a picture
they?
of
And then he says,
climate czar.
and then he tries to act like I wear a mask because, well, no, what you're being accused of here is not wearing a mask.
Yeah. He actually.
It's dangling off your ear there, John.
Where's this tweet?
He tweeted out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
Got it?
I think. Let's see.
Think so.
This isn't it?
I don't know.
He tweeted out.
There it is.
Feels like there's some St. Patrick's Day malarkey afoot.
Wait, hold on. How would John Kerry say this as he's typing it on his phone?
It feels like there's some St. Patrick's Day malarkey afoot on Twitter. Let's be clear. If I dropped my mask to one ear on a flight, it was momentary. Momentary? You're sitting there reading.
You're cheating. You're turning the page of a book, man.
There's no reason for you to have dropped your mask to one ear. I wear my mask because it saves lives and stops the spread. It's what the science tells us to do. Then why are you dangling it from your ear then? Why?
That's under the special.
You're killing people.
Special climate envoy.
I love
Twitter
that.
Account
Yeah,
too.
nice Twitter account. Yeah. Climate envoy.
Are we sure? And I'm asking this seriously. Is that John Kerry?
Yes.
Yeah, it's John Kerry.
I don't know. It doesn't really look like.
He didn't say that wasn't
like
me.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't say it wasn't him. So I just feel like that's.
Why don't you go find footage from that day and see if he's wearing that shirt and tie, and then. But I love the moral authority that he tries to flex there. I'm looking out for people. I'm following the science. Yeah, really, dude? You arranged for cash payments to the government of Iran. You know, the country that maimed and murdered American troops. You left cash on a tarmac. Why don't you sit this one out? Okay, you're busted. The end.
And by the way, John, why the long face?
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that one. Now do Sarah Jessica Parker. Sorry.
If she comes up later.
Yeah,
today,
okay. I will find a story.
I will.
Do a Google News search quickly, John.
Right. All right. I got some tweets here from Bob Loblaw. Joe Biden's family story would make for a really entertaining Netflix series. Hashtag House of Cards. Yeah. True. Very true. We got this one from Folksy Adlibber. Will the My Son Hunter movie have any scenes left when watched through VidAngel? No. Well, you decide which scenes you take out. So it might, but there'll be plenty of opportunity to remove scenes.
But why would you want to? Anyway,
why
go
would
ahead.
you want to? Sure. Wes Usry tweets, is Hunter Biden real or a character off of Ozark?
I know.
Asking for a friend.
I know.
P.S. Hurry up, season 4.
I know.
You're a big Ozark fan, too, right?
I love Ozark, yeah. It's a great show, and it's a big guy show, so you really
It's a big guy show.
Stay away
Meaning
from that.
Nudity, language, drugs, sex, violence, that kind of thing.
Yes.
All
of the above.
That means that when VidAngel is done with it, there's nothing left.
Yes.
Well, you get to watch the open and the close.
Oh, no.
Ozark.
Okay.
Done. Credits.
Just Too Muck and Fudge tweets, you certainly can't mail these massive cookies to Guam.
Oh, Keksi.
These Keksi cookies.
They might.
I fear that it might tip over and capsize.
I didn't think about that. It's possible.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's true.
You don't want that on. You don't want that on the record, man.
No, you don't.
Keksi Cookies tipping over an island like that.
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to be blamed for that.
Shut you down.
Wouldn't want to be blamed. Probably heavier than the 10,000 Marines that would have been on the island.
Yeah, we don't anticipate that.
All right. Let's see. I got to tell you about realestateagentsitrust.com. If you're trying to sell your home or you're buying a home, whatever the case may be, you need a real estate agent that can see you through the entire process. There are 1,250, I think, of these agents across the country, and they've all been carefully vetted by Glenn's team because this is Glenn's company, and they want to make sure that these are agents who have your best interest in mind, and they're agents that take this really seriously. They do it full time. They've got great track records. They've got great marketing plans, and they're not just going to count on another open house for you to have people tromp through your home while you're gone all weekend. Plus, they're fans of the show, and so you're going to have that in common with them when you're driving around town. I love that aspect of it. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name really says it all. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com if you're selling, if you're buying, and certainly if you're doing both because you're relocating. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Triple 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Did President Biden again call Kamala Harris President Biden?
Oh no,
President
not Vice.
Harris.
I mean,
Nice.
President Harris.
President Harris. I just pulled a Biden right there.
Yeah.
wow. You okay?
Got confused. Had a senior moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's even though I'm not a senior yet.
Time change though. Sundowning's still in effect. Anyway.
Oh, great point.
All right. So anyway, here he is yesterday talking about Kamala Harris.
The hardest hit and suffered the most, especially Black, Latino, Native American, and rural communities. This is really important because we believe that speed and efficiency must be matched with fairness and equity. Now, when President Harris and I took a virtual tour of a vaccination
Run that
center
back.
in Arizona.
Run that back real quick. I want to hear that one more time. Just let's do that. President Harris. President Harris and I. Let's hear that.
That speed and efficiency must be matched with fairness and equity.
Equity. Yeah, there it is.
Now, when President Harris and I took a virtual tour of a vaccination center in Arizona not long ago, one of the nurses on that tour, injecting people, giving vaccinations, said that each shot was like administering a dose of hope. A dose of hope. That's how she phrased it.
Dose of hope. That's how she phrased it.
That's how she phrased it.
100 million shots. Are millions of lives changed when people receive that dose of hope.
Because they now have
a dose of hope.
Yeah.
It's a dose of hope.
So are you getting Moderna or are you getting the Hope vaccine? Which one?
I
want the Hope one.
I do too.
Johnson & Johnson or Hope?
I want the Hope one.
Which one is Hope? Is it Pfizer
or Hope? You got to pick one. Did you see that the AstraZeneca, the one that Europe said, oh my gosh, bad things are happening, and so the U.S. is sending our surplus AstraZenecas to Mexico.
And Canada.
And Canada.
Yeah, Canada and Mexico get them.
Here you go. We're helping out, being equitable.
Because we don't care about Mexicans and Canadians? Is that it?
Yeah, they were also, and it might even have been in this press conference from President Biden, because I didn't catch this particular one, where they were talking about congratulating the work between the manufacturers and the creators and the shippers, and I'm like, they were congratulating everything other than it was President Trump that put that all together for you there, Joe.
Right.
So how about we give him a little pat on the back?
They ignore that little aspect.
They sure do.
They absolutely refuse to give him an ounce of credit. Even when they're talking about things like that.
I know.
Well, the speed with which this vaccine happened, man, we did a great job on that.
It was almost like they were moving at warp speed. I mean, no, it's something else. Fast.
So stupid. And they don't get, I guess they did the other day. Somebody actually kind of brought it up and said, aren't you taking credit for things the Trump administration
they did to
actually did to
Psaki,
Psaki?
Right?
Yeah. And somehow she wiggled out of that.
Well, no.
Oh, we still say credit. We're just giving credit as
he's already
previous
publicly
administration.
Given
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, they refuse to say anything good about Donald Trump.
No, so then they find themselves. Imagine this. This administration is put in the position, oh my gosh, do we defend Big Pharma or do we defend President Trump? Do we give credit to, who do we give him credit to? And so everything trumps Trump as far as when it's time to give credit.
Also, Gavin Newsom is suggesting that the motivation for the recall is racist.
It's not because he sucks?
He knows he's white, right? He knows that. Does he know that?
He may not.
He might not.
Well, does he identify as being white?
So it's racist against white people? Is that what he's saying? Or
So wait a minute. So it was, I don't understand. He got to go to the French Laundry. Was that White privilege or gubernatorial privilege?
He suggested that there's a racist motive behind the effort to recall him, saying the authors of the petition fear California is becoming less white under his leadership. It's so great.
He's grasping, man.
So he found a way to spin
awesome.
it so that he's a defender of minorities.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look at the petition. Look at the actual reasons they themselves listed. It has to do with immigration, the browning of California. Okay, jeez. Newsom spoke to reporters Tuesday at an Alameda County, California elementary school. The petition for his recall does not mention race. It states, among other reasons for his removal, laws endorsed by laws he endorsed favor foreign nationals in our country illegally over that of our own citizens.
Browning,
which is true. Now that's not saying that too many brown people are coming into California. That's saying that you're giving them preferential treatment over actual Californians who've lived here all our lives.
Thank you.
Newsom said his fight to stay as governor has to do deeply with our values, the things we hold dear. And I'm not just fighting for me, I'm fighting for you.
Boy. He's feeling the heat, huh?
Yeah, big time.
And
doubt.
He needs
time.
any
He's afraid.
ally he can find.
He's afraid now. The reality is, it looks like it's got on the ballot, so we're ready to go, he told reporters. We will fight it. We will defeat it. I don't think you will. I don't think you will. I think he's done. I think that whole California, that French Laundry situation did him in. People are pissed about that.
But
they're just done with it.
It's just like with an argument with someone. As soon as they grasp and call you a racist, you know that you've won.
Right.
And that's where he is right now. He's back into a corner. A race card.
Oh, you don't want brown people in California. That's what you're saying.
Nope, it's you we don't want, my friend.
Right.
You we don't want.
888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Man, the weeks go by fast, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Jeez. Seems like we were just saying it's Monday, the greatest day of the week. Because we got the full week in front of us.
This is like we just heard 15 days to flatten the curve.
Oh, right.
And then here we are.
Here we are. And then bang, there we are.
The curve is
flattened.
Flat.
I just saw yesterday 17 states are seeing an increase.
I thought the overall numbers were going down.
The overall numbers are down. Yeah, but 17 states, I think, are getting some sort of increase. There's still some states that are going down, and then others like Texas that are holding steady.
Without looking at the map and without knowing the numbers you're speaking of, are those blue or red states that are going up? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, there's bodies in Florida. There's bodies in Texas.
So piles of bodies.
There's bodies in Utah.
Yeah,
there's bodies in South Dakota.
Yeah.
You can't go through those states without running over bodies.
Right. Too many people have died.
That's just a guess on my part, though.
Just dropping dead in the streets.
It's a guess?
It's just a guess. Just a guess.
No, you're probably right.
It sounded pretty definitive the way you laid it out.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
It's just a guess.
Okay. All right. Let me take a minute and tell you about Rough Greens. Been talking about this for a while now. Rough Greens is a powder that you sprinkle over your dog's food. It's really simple, and dogs love it. Mine certainly does. Glenn's does. Stu's does. Apparently, there are dogs who are a little finicky, and maybe it takes them a while to get used to it. That's hard to believe, but you should give it a shot because there's all kinds of essential vitamins and minerals, probiotics, omega oils in this that just help your dog be as healthy and as active as your dog can possibly be. A lot like they were when they were a puppy. Now, sometimes, apparently, it does take your dog a while to get used to it. So the first thing that we want to find out is, will your dog eat it? So right now, you can get a free bag of Rough Greens for your dog to try out. All you have to pay for is shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFF Greens, roughgreens.com, or call 833-ROUGH-DOG.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. DMXDM. Southern accent does not equal Southern values. Matthew McConaughey should probably lose the greasy New York poet look, too.
Yeah,
That's good.
He does look like a
looks like a beatnik.
greasy New York poet. Glenn's Fried Chicken tweets, due to climate change, maybe Tom Cruise could be governor. And passionately yell at people to wear a mask because we're all in this together.
Exactly.
Nita Jansen, just another hippie patriot. A minor inconvenience? Do you have to wear a mask for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, Matthew?
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a minor inconvenience today for greater freedom tomorrow.
Did you say this in March of 2020, Matthew? Because it feels like...
She continues, please, someone come up with a mask that Hollywood elites can wear that also suppresses their speech. That would be great.
I like it.
That'd be nice.
I like it.
Seriously, that's a great point. If you have to wear it all freaking day at work, every day, I don't know how you do that. I can barely get through 45 minutes at church. I can barely do it. And so if I had to do it all day long, there's no way. I couldn't do it all day long. I got to be able to breathe. You know, the fresh air.
I know. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. I just really don't.
It's good for them. Bless their hearts.
Yeah,
bless their hearts
incredible.
for doing it. But
it's impressive.
It is. It is impressive, man. And by the way, not that I care too much, but Tom Cruise gets a bad rap for his hollering at people about the mask. Him hollering at people to follow the rules doesn't necessarily mean he believes that it works. He's following that to make his films. But go ahead.
He's a Scientologist.
And what is that point? That he's a Scientologist. I'm sorry. That's lost on me.
He has a propensity to believe things, certain things that seem a little unscientific, if you will.
We'll see at your church, Keith. Okay.
Okay. Kofeve's Batakath care. Oh, come on. Let's give John Kerry a break. After all, mask mandates in restaurants taught us that once you're sitting down, you can't get it or spread it.
That's a good point.
It's true.
Good point.
That is a good point.
It's true. Smallmouth bass, Kurt? Yes. Every time I look at or see Biden, I think the lights are on, but nobody is home. Yeah.
Boy, no kidding.
Oh, you see, Putin challenged him to a live debate, by the way.
Yeah. Which will not happen.
Didn't they say that wasn't going to happen?
That
will not happen.
That would have been.
No way.
That would have been fun.
No way will that happen. Because, the lights are on, no one's home. And he looks terrible. I
know.
He looks like a deer in headlights now. Like, just that vacant stare. He's just not there anymore. He's just not there.
Why isn't Putin challenging President Harris to a debate, though? That's what I'm wondering. Because she's the one that is always interacting with foreign leaders.
Yeah. I mean, she just spoke at the UN, too, right? Talking about, women. She's going to focus on women's right to democracy and equity.
And then, I hear that China and U.S. Officials are going after each other and all this stuff. I mean, I thought Trump was the one that was incapable of...
Yep.
Of having, representing the
causing
U.S.
so many problems.
Yeah, right? He was the troublemaker.
Yeah, I know. Huh, that's weird.
That is weird, isn't it? That is weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
A transgender woman just won a preliminary competition for Miss Nevada USA's pageant. Is now able to participate in the Miss Nevada USA pageant.
Nice. Has this one gone through all the surgeries and everything?
Don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Catalina Enriquez was crowned Miss Silver State USA earlier this month, and the win reportedly makes Enriquez the competition's first transgender winner. And there they are, right there.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
Congratulations.
What her preferred pronouns are.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. Oh. It is ma'am.
There it is. No, you got your answer.
Okay. But okay. That looks like a woman. It does.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That looks like a woman. Miss Silver
You're saying
State.
that some don't. I'm getting some kind of
I didn't
jizz.
say that.
That's what I'm getting.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay.
Oh, what a world.
Miss Silver State was a great experience. To me, it was honestly a celebration of womanhood and diversity and this celebration of being your true self. Enriquez told Fox 5 in Las Vegas. Enriquez has won transgender pageants in the past and entered others, competing against contestants who were born biologically female. In a different pageant, Enriquez was reportedly required to meet with a doctor who examined her and certified that she was female.
Oh, nice. That's what I'm
before
saying.
she could compete.
So she's gone through the surgeries and everything. So why is she even? Why do we even consider it trans anymore?
I don't know.
If you go through the surgeries, I mean, this. I feel. I know a lot of people. I've heard a few people disagree with this point, but if you've gone through the surgeries, then you are what you are. That's it. Move on.
You are what you are.
You are what you are. If I've gone through the surgeries,
it is what it is.
I don't care. Yes, you are what you are.
So if you've had your thing snipped off, then
added,
or
done, you are.
Then you are.
That's you.
You're a woman.
You are what you are. Yeah.
So biologically, you're a woman at that point.
You want to be a judge, don't you, for this pageant coming up?
Okay. That's sure, no problem.
You liked Enriquez there, didn't you? You liked what you saw there. And so...
I wasn't opposed to viewing her.
What a surprise.
That has to be an awkward doctor's visit. Yeah, so I need a note. I need a note certifying that I'm a female.
Yeah, and she says, I was asked to provide documents that were invasive, in my opinion, physically asking me to get a letter from my doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you're going to enter a female pageant, we want to know if you're a female.
Right, and you're the one claiming that you're trans. That's what I
yeah,
I'm
right. So if you got a man unit, I'm sorry, you're not in the female pageant.
I'm with you on that.
Right?
Yes.
I don't want to hear that you feel like you're a woman.
Right.
If you've got...
Because that's where we're at. That's my point. Is that, if I identify as a female, then I should be able to compete against other females. No.
Oh, my goodness.
But if you've gone through all the surgeries...
Yeah, go ahead.
Then you're it.
No.
You are what you are.
No, you just said you feel like... It made me think of the Shania Twain song from 25 years ago.
Feel like a woman.
Man, I feel like a woman sure has taken on a new meaning over the years, hasn't it? Because if you do feel like a woman, then you're apparently now a woman.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
indeed.
How do we get here?
Yeah. Oh, well, we got here carefully.
Yeah.
Carefully down to hell.
The numbers are still small, too. The numbers are still small of people who are trans.
Yeah, they're tiny. There's 0.7.
Well, then you know what we should do?
In the boomers, right? The older generations, I think it might even be less than 0.7.
It is.
But when you get to Gen Z and Gen X,
then it's 1.7.
It's 1 something, yeah.
So in other words,
1.7.
It's gotten to the point. There's so many. We should completely flip a society on its head and accommodate to whatever that percentage is. What is it up to? 1%?
Yeah,
1 point something? Yeah, so it's totally... Oh my goodness.
Within those numbers, that's how they get them to even look bigger than they actually are,
right?
Because when you put all the numbers in, it's going to be a lot smaller than that. That's just incredible.
Yes,
it's incredible the power that they've gained for that.
And it's interesting because again, you're supposed to be born this way, right? You're born in, even if it's a trans situation.
I was born this way.
Yeah, you were
best.
You were born a woman in a man's body, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. If you're gay, you were born gay. Well, why is the percentage then so much smaller in baby boomers than it is millennials, for instance? Well, that's just because they're more open now. No, it isn't. Because if we're so open, then the boomers should be open about it as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's out with it now. Nobody's harboring this anymore. It's not.
Well, not according to them.
In fact, it's a prideful thing now.
That's what I believe, but they still claim that they're being harassed and beaten and they're prejudiced against
everybody
them.
Who's not white is being harassed and beaten by whitey. You do know that, right? Everybody who's not white is being harassed.
You know what?
And beaten.
It's time to eliminate white people, I think.
Thank you.
Is where we're at.
Yeah, they're a virus. Didn't we hear that from somebody?
Yeah.
Right
here. It's backstory. Okay.
Oh, boy.
It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy.
That means there's a whole pile of racist stuff there. That's a whole pile of racist stuff there. You just took the one on the bottom, but there's a lot more there.
I know.
They're coming for you, Whitey.
We'll get to it. This wonderful guy, Damon Young. To stop white supremacy, eliminate whites. Okay.
Effectively. That's what he's saying. Yeah.
All right.
Effectively.
And who is this person?
Damon White.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Univision writer, Damon Young, actually.
Love him.
Not white.
Yeah, he would not be caught dead being named white.
Right. He says that we will not have peace until there are no more bodies left for white supremacy to infect.
Wow.
Damon Young, a black writer for The Root, a black-oriented commentary site owned by the same people who own Jezebel, Gizmodo, and The Onion. Oh, man. Yeah. Had this to say about The Root, at The Root, about the Atlanta massage parlor mass murderer. Whiteness is a public health crisis. It shortens life expectancies. It pollutes air. Whiteness does. It constricts equilibrium. I've been constricting equilibrium for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that on purpose.
Busted.
Really?
Yeah, I said, I don't want there to be equilibrium, so I'm going to constrict it now.
I'm surprised to hear you admit that finally.
Yeah, it's about time, I think. It devastates forests. It melts ice caps. It sparks and funds wars. It flattens dialects. It infests consciousnesses. And it kills people. Whiteness does.
I hate all white people.
Yeah. Every iota of a cracker. White supremacy is a virus that, like other viruses, will not die until there are no bodies left for it to infect.
Wow.
Which means the only way to stop it is to locate it, isolate it, extract it, and kill it. I guess a vaccine could work too, but we've had 400 years to develop one, so I won't hold my breath. Wow. So this guy is essentially saying kill white people.
Genocide time.
All white people.
Kill all white people. And that's okay, I guess, because he's still got his job at The Root, right?
Yep. And we used to laugh when we would hear, kill all the babies.
You turn that around?
Cracker babies, yep.
You turn that around?
You say that about blacks? A white person saying that about blacks or Hispanics or anybody else?
You can't even wear a China T-shirt.
You wouldn't even be allowed to go outside in our society anymore.
And what was one of his points? That whites spark wars around the world?
Yeah.
You might want to look into the numbers. The vast majority of wars and conflicts in the world, on the planet, involve people of the Islamic faith. You might want to check into your numbers there.
Don't start bogging us down with your little facts and numbers. We're talking about hatred.
But seriously,
we're talking about things that white
we're talking
people
about
do.
Whitey, okay?
Yes.
We're talking about Whitey.
Okay, but in 10 years...
Don't confuse the issue.
Got it. We had the crazy guy, right? Talking about kill day babies. We laughed, ha, ha, ha. You know, the black power guy. And look what it is morphed into. What it is it's a generation that's gone unchecked with political correctness.
That's right.
That is now sprouted into critical race theory, story after story after story of school districts. We have this training at workplace after workplace. I mean, this is out of control, and it's getting dangerous. But don't dare make a Nazi comparison about it when they talk about eliminating a race.
I will say that I am tired, and we've talked about it before. I am tired of just being called a racist.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I really
or a
am
virus.
Tired.
I
really am tired.
Dehumanizing.
I don't really want to be. Yeah, I don't really want to be demonized and dehumanized like that either.
And we're being told that it's not about the exact words. That's what What's Her Face said on the talk. It's not about the exact words. It's the reaction.
Unbelievable.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. Again, let's see if it's about the exact words. If it's a white person saying that about minorities,
right?
Let's see if it's about the exact words or a reaction. Let's see. All right. If you have pain that's not brought on by, all this insanity, instead it's brought on by inflammation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
This could help. Omega XL. It's definitely helped me. Inflammation, that it flared up in my elbow and it hurt like heck, and I couldn't even pick things up with my left arm. So I tried, and I was skeptical. I thought, I don't know. Come on, it's not a drug. It's probably not. And it did. It worked. After a week, I started feeling relief, and after 2 weeks, the pain was gone. Hasn't been back since. It's awesome. It's backed by 35 years of clinical research. Omega XL attacks your inflammation and essentially shuts it off, neutralizes it. Let's get you started with a bottle here. When you buy one bottle of Omega XL, you'll get a second bottle for free. Visit omegaxl.com/Pat. That's omegaxl.com/Pat, or call 800-844-4888. 888-900-3393.
That's what she does.
And she does, right. She does it pretty well. Like every day, somehow she notices. It's weird. Got some tweets here. Comrade Snoobage tweets, Biden realized he made a mistake saying President Harris with that pause, but kept pushing through. so he can get to his pudding treat and nap.
It did seem like he paused a little bit, like he did catch himself a little bit, but he's so wasted that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Jeffy's embiggened man snoobs.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you laugh.
I know.
Oh, you laugh because you thought of something funny over there?
He was thinking of something else from earlier in the show. I wonder if Biden saying President Harris is because they told him she's president, but told him to never say it out loud. Now, Joe, Kamala Harris is really the president, but we're pretending it's you. So don't ever say it, okay? But we'll just we'll get you through this.
Can I have my
all
pudding?
Right? Okay. Where's my pants? Subjective fact checker tweets trans person winning female beauty pageant. Further proof that men are better at being women than women.
Wait, who tweeted that?
Think about it.
Subjective fact checker.
So, Jeffy, your new Twitter handle is subjective fact checker?
I like that a lot. That's a good one.
Wow.
Men are better at being women than women are. Well, that's why they're competing at the women's sports and now in beauty pageants. Wow. Pretty soon we'll find a way to get pregnant, and then we won't need women anymore.
How can the women be okay with this?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. A lot of them aren't, frankly. When you have people like Martina Navratilova, who is a longtime, well-known lesbian, and she is saying, look, you got to stop with this trans thing coming up against women. I mean, she is one of the greatest women players of all time.
Yeah.
And she knows that biological men are going to win these competitions. And so she is speaking out really strongly about it, and she's getting pounded for it.
I was going to say, you know the answer to that is it's
they're canceling her.
Cancel Martina Navratilova.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's absolutely outrageous. So if you do speak out, these poor high school girls who are saying, I'm losing my scholarship because of these biological men who finished ahead of me now. Is that okay with you?
Well, state after state
and
are
the colleges
taking
have
stands.
got to overlook that, though, right? I mean, they've got to find a way to overlook that. That if just because someone is identifying as a female, they may win the whatever game they're playing, but they've got to be able to look at the other players separately, right? That are actual females, not that don't identify.
Yes. Again, why can't we come up with a competition for trans people? All right, if you're trans, we'll find a competition for you. We'll put you into a trans competition.
You're such a big community.
We'll find that other trans person in 6 states over.
Yes,
so
that's right.
You made a good point, though, about these scholarships are being missed out on. Then what if they skip over the trans? Then there's going to be quotas that need to be met. Where's your trans scholarship?
Oh, yeah.
How did I get skipped over?
It's madness.
Why am I in Division 3?
I identify as a female, and I won.
Okay.
What a world.
Okay, go ahead.
I know. So that's what it's going to take, though, because us as males yelling about it, that's not going to help.
No.
It's going to take women getting pissed about this because women have, special interest power. We don't. White, cisgendered men don't have any power anymore.
Nothing.
Do women anymore?
We got nothing.
Because just like that.
Well, it's kind of going away. So they better start yelling about it
I know.
right now before it's completely gone.
Once it's gone.
It's gone for good.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yes. And it's the same thing with the critical race theory garbage and all of this talk about whites being some sort of virus on the planet. We're going to need blacks and Hispanics to help us out with this stuff and say, look, this has to stop. Okay? All right? This has to stop because they're not going to listen to us on that. They don't care about us.
Nope.
We don't matter anymore. White, cisgendered men have no say. So we can complain about it all we want.
We're part of the virus, right? The white.
Oh, so your white privilege is going away. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what we're concerned with. We're concerned with genocide here. Because that's what these a-holes are talking about.
Yeah.
Genocide. Wake up, America. That's what's being discussed here.
Amen.
888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. And here we are, 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, finding out that white people are viruses.
Thank you.
That need to be killed.
It's about time someone said it, right?
Eliminated from the planet.
Exterminated.
Yeah. Canceled.
Canceled not enough anymore.
Man.
No,
it's not. No, it's not. You know, the cancel culture thing, I think the worst example of the cancel culture thing so far that I can think of is maybe the Chris Harrison situation with The Bachelor.
And they keep saying now that this show is really struggling. Good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I love
good.
That. I hope it's canceled.
Me too. Good. That's what you get.
But this Rachel Kirkconnell went to an antebellum party. We've talked about this before. But she just wore a Southern Belle dress. They weren't talking slavery or anything like that, right? It was just the outfit.
Plus, it was such an in vogue thing to do
back then.
And
I'm sorry if it's wrong then. It's wrong now.
Well,
it was wrong then. It was wrong now. Haven't you seen the Disney warning? It was wrong then, and it's wrong now, my friend. Don't make any excuses for it.
That's why I'm not.
Are you about to make excuses?
No, I'm not. I'm
What
saying
are you
that's
doing
why the actress, what's her face, the one that won't stop looking at me, Blake Lively, and her husband Ryan.
She's looking at you.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
It's Blake.
Well, have you tried to tell her? Look, I'm happily married.
I have.
You have.
I've tried.
It just doesn't matter.
How'd she take that?
Not listening.
Wow.
How did she take it?
It's embarrassing. But her and husband Ryan, Mr. Superstar, they
Ryan
apologized for having their wedding at the antebellum place.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, they came out and they won.
And that was years ago.
They bent but they apologized like last year, right? And they bent the knee. They gave money to the NAACP.
Right.
They said they were sorry. They
None
apologized.
Of that matters.
Well, but it did for them. It
well,
paid
because they're
off for them.
Hollywood. Yeah, they're Hollywood, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Chris Harrison thing. The guy didn't
do anything.
He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't say anything racist. He
wasn't a
defend
part
the
of any
racist.
event. Nothing.
He was talking about grace and forgiveness. How dare you talk about that? Those are Christian principles. How dare you?
Apparently, the cost to eliminate being canceled is $200,000. That's what Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds
I thought it was
gave.
actually 3, but that doesn't surprise me.
$200,000 will get you from
NAACP.
Yeah, so that
an apology.
That's the price of not being canceled.
An apology. We're sorry. Yeah.
Wow. And we promise to star only black people in any movie we ever do again. We won't even be in them. We'll make sure that our parts are played by black people
then
from now on.
That's not your part then.
Yeah, well, it's our movie, and we're going to fund it, but you get to play all those roles. And I won't be okay.
I don't think they said that.
All right.
I don't think they said that.
It's so insane. Again, I don't know where you go with this because this is extinction-level stuff here.
Yes, it is.
It's extinction-level stuff.
Hold on. Don't say anything. Let it pause. Let it simmer.
Mm-hmm.
One more time for us, please.
It's extinction-level stuff. All right.
I concur. Completely. Seriously. I mean, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, just marinate in it for a moment.
I was trying. He's still talking.
I know.
Whites need allies.
We do.
That's where it's at.
We need minority allies, and we need trans allies, and we need the LGBTQIA2+ allies. We do. If there's any reasonable people in any of those movements, please help us, because we're going down for the last count here, and we're not going to be listened to. Whitey will not be listened to at all. So we're going to need help.
Yeah, we can no longer write off the conversation of it's time to eliminate the virus. It's time to eliminate Whitey.
Yeah, you can't just let that slip and slide because, like you mentioned off the air earlier, or maybe it was even on the air, it started with the cracker guy. Yeah. I mean, that's not where it started, but it really started to escalate with the cracker guy.
We laughed at Day Baby's guy. Yep.
We did. We laughed at this guy.
I hate white people. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Every
serious.
last iota of a cracker, I hate it. We didn't come out here to play today. There's too much serious business going on in the black community to be out here sliding through South Street with white, dirty, cracker whore on our arm, and we call ourselves black men with African garb on.
Uh-huh.
What the hell is wrong with you, black man? You had a doom day with a white girl on your damn arm. You want freedom? You're going to have to kill some crackers.
Oh.
You're going to have to kill some of their babies.
All right. So we were a little surprised by that and shocked by that, and that's why we played it, and that's why I still continue to play it, because it's surprising and shocking. The left told us, "Oh, come on, that's such a that's a tiny percentage of the population." Look at it now.
Yeah, look at it now.
Look at it now.
Critical race theory. Your children are going to school, and they are being taught to hate themselves, hate their country, and figure out any way to make things right. And it ain't going to be a $200,000 payoff to the NAACP that's going to get people on your side. It's going to be a lot deeper than that, as we learn from this crazy guy writing for whatever the root.
Yeah, and he still has a job, and everybody's treating him like, wow, that's powerful.
Well, we'll consider that. We'll have a discussion about.
Let's think about genocide for whites. Let's think about that.
Yeah.
Because he's right. I mean, whites have caused a lot of harm on this planet.
That's interesting. Is there a number?
We'll talk to Ivan about the number. Can people call right now? Well, actually, yes, they can. 888-900-3393. And at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. All right, we gotta get to the Dr. Saint Anthony Fauci thing, because this is amazing stuff. If you
anything he does is I'm sorry,
right? The guy is so profound in everything he says and does, because he takes every side of every issue, and so
it makes him a saint.
Yeah.
Well, let's clear something up here. Is it Saint Dr. Fauci or is it Dr. Saint Fauci?
I think Saint precedes it all, doesn't it?
I think so too. Yeah. Saint Dr. Anthony
you can be
Fauci
anything.
of DCC.
It doesn't matter what you are, but if you're a saint, that's top notch. That's the world right there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the saint in action.
For high school students, it looks like they will be available to get vaccinated in the beginning of the fall. Very likely for the fall.
Very likely for fall.
With regard to children, we're doing an age de-escalation study in elementary school children from 12 to 9, 9 to 6, 6 to 2, and 6 months to 2 years.
What?
We anticipate we'll have enough data to be able to vaccinate these younger children by the first quarter of 2022.
You are going to vaccinate 6-month-old babies? Why?
Excellent.
Excellent. Right, because 6-month-old babies aren't getting this in any kind of numbers to even consider vaccinating them.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Don't you want your 6-month-old child to have a shot of hope?
Please shut up.
A shot of hope. Yes, because my 6-month-old is in despair right now, aren't they?
Yes.
This virus, I'm just freaked out about
All
this
that
virus.
kid does is cry, and it's because of the virus. He needs a shot of hope.
That's why that baby wakes up at 2 a.m. screaming its head off.
Where's my hope?
That won't happen after the shot of hope.
Before we were informed, we used to think, well, it's because the baby's hungry. No. It's because they're scared out of their mind about this virus.
I screwed up as a parent.
COVID-19, yeah.
I didn't look ahead.
Yeah.
So I do have a place.
Oh, there's one of them crying right now. They need their shot of hope.
Put your little mask on.
Wow. Well, it doesn't matter. Even if they have their shot of hope, you still have to wear a mask.
Look how uncaring some of these kids are. Look at it. They don't even care. They're not crying about it. They don't even worry about it.
Where's your mask, kid?
Irresponsible babies.
I do have a place for the Saint Doctor. You could stick that needle of his, but back off the kids. Seriously. And when do we tell the left that he's white? Because then what do they do?
They're going to be.
Have they noticed?
Upset about that when they find out.
This dude is white. You are doing everything this man says, even after he says it doesn't matter.
And he's a white guy.
And he's a white guy. How dare? What are you doing? You're giving in to a white guy's edicts?
Right. It's an actual virus talking about a virus. That doesn't even make sense. Landon in Arkansas. You're on the Blaze. Hi.
Hey, Pat, Keith, and Jeffy. Hope you guys are having a good morning. I was just listening to you guys yesterday talking about the vaccine, and I was having a conversation with my sister who said that her work is going to allow everyone to go back to normal once everyone who wants to get vaccinated can get vaccinated. And I was telling her about the situations you were talking about, people dying soon after the vaccine. And I said, why would somebody go about getting a vaccine that was developed in under a year when there's very obviously so many cases of it backfiring and even killing some people. And she's like, well, I mean, if it prevents us from getting COVID or being safe, then we should go about it. And my opinion is the COVID virus is like the flu. Like, we're all going to get it at some point, where that's a risk we can't really mitigate. Whereas when we have a vaccine we don't need for a disease that doesn't kill us, why not just not get the vaccine and avoid the risk altogether?
Right. So, I mean, that's where a lot of people are, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not as anti-vax as Keith is to borderline, mania, but, I mean, caution is caution. Right?
Thanks for listening, Landon.
Let's be specific. I'm anti this vax. Okay?
Oh, gotcha.
And someone tried to pigeonhole me on Twitter the other day. No, I'm not anti-vax, and that's just a slur that people that are disagreeing with you are using just to try to dismiss you. But I'm anti-this vax, absolutely. It's just not. It's not something I'm going to choose to put into my body. The end.
Yeah, I just think it's a risk that we can completely avoid because the disease that it's curing has a death rate that is minimal.
Well, it's
similar to
0.5% right now. 0.5. It'll probably wind up being smaller than that. Appreciate it. Thanks. Go ahead.
Thanks, sir. I was just going to say those numbers were like last year they included the normal flu were thrown in with. So the normal flu numbers are almost identical, if not identical, to the COVID numbers. So why is there this huge push to we need to be scared of COVID when it's basically the flu?
Yeah.
So
appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Landon. I mean,
I'm torn.
It's a little more infectious.
I know.
It's a little more infectious.
Yes, it is.
And it probably kills more old people than the flu does. But the numbers for younger people under 70, are going to be pretty similar, actually.
Yeah. And especially when you start dropping those numbers down, way below that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a healthy, workout like we do, eat healthy like we do,
like we do.
Like we do.
Yeah.
You got nothing to worry about.
If you're in peak physical condition like we
us.
are.
But let's be honest here, okay?
You don't have to worry about
it. Very little to fear.
You have to worry
the
about
masks
it at all.
are a minor inconvenience. You wear them today so that you don't have to wear them tomorrow.
For free
I was
tomorrow.
told this. Yeah, I was told this by a guy who might be the governor of Texas someday. But the evidence is there that's never mind. I can't. I mean, look at the charts. Look at the charts. Compare one state where there are mask mandates and compare the extreme opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, it's true.
I know.
It makes very little difference. Very little. All right. Something that might make a difference in your life, make you healthier. Texas Superfood. If you don't, here's the thing. I get zero vegetables. My wife made this concoction for my youngest daughter's birthday yesterday. She actually asked for. It was all this mix of vegetables. I mean, just the smell nauseated me.
Happy birthday, honey.
Yeah. So I had peanut butter and jelly while the rest of the family had vegetable thing that was nasty.
But you have.
But I get these vegetables in my diet because of Texas Superfood. It gives you the power of nutritionally dense fruits and vegetables, enzymes, probiotics, all that stuff. You don't know what it really actually does. You just know it's good. Texas Superfood. It's organic, vine-ripened, antioxidant-rich, raw natural fruits and vegetables that makes maintaining proper nutrition incredibly easy. All of the fruits and vegetables that are used are grown organically from locally sourced farms. All of that stuff that you hear that's so healthy, this has it all. It's the best supplement available on the market. Go to TexasSuperfood.com. Check it all out today. TexasSuperfood.com.
Pat Gray.
Okay.
No idea how bad I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now.
Delicious. It was delicious, too, by the way.
Grape or strawberry?
It's strawberry.
Yeah. Always strawberry.
Strawberry. Really good. Yeah, used to be a grape guy. Not anymore. Not for
I'm not
quite
either,
a long time now.
But my father-in-law always has grape around, so whenever the strawberry's out, I'm hitting the grape.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. Is it too bougie for you? The strawberry is
no,
bougie.
if we're out.
Right.
I like the strawberry.
Hashtag hitting the grape.
Here's a way that if you're white you're cis, you can still understand, the advantage privilege that you apparently have. We got this sent to us from Pathead Ali Paca.
Yeah. In a college course, she was given this test.
She said, last semester, my college class made me take a how white privilege you are test. Oh, my gosh. And had to write papers weekly on how bad white people are. You imagine this?
And give me my money back right now.
Yeah.
I'm withdrawing. Bye-bye.
So she didn't do it, and she failed.
Yeah, she got a zeros.
But here's an example of what she was put through. Understanding and exploring advantage privilege for 15 points.
15 points each.
Here's just it's 15 points each?
I think it's 15% of her grade.
Okay.
I don't know. Who cares?
Anyway, here's some of the highlights. This isn't even all of it. I can go shopping and not worry that I will not be followed or harassed or assumed to be stealing.
You got to say yes or no.
Most magazines have pictures of people like me.
I will say no to that. No, they don't.
Great big fat people? No, you're right.
No, they don't.
Wait.
They don't. So you don't have that privilege.
I see your point.
I can go into a hairdresser shop and find someone who can cut and fix my kind of hair. All right. I guess, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I can arrange to protect my children most of the time from people who might not like them.
What does that even mean?
What are you talking about? Do you go to school with your child? Because the answer to that for just about everybody is no.
Everyone does the best they can.
Yeah, you do the best you can, but you can't be there to protect them every step of the way. I don't fear that my home or place of worship will be graffitied, defaced in some way, or burned down. Well, talk to Black Lives Matter about that. Antifa, talk to them about that. I hear songs on the radio during the holidays that represent my religion or faith.
What is the holiday? What's the holiday celebrating, morons?
Amazing.
Of course it's going to represent your faith. That's what
So, is Christmas only for white people now? Is that what we're being led to believe?
Yep.
I can find a doctor of a similar sexual orientation to mine to treat me. I don't know. I never asked my doctor about their sexual orientation.
Have you ever asked, Doc, before I go, can I first of all get the prescription refill, and which do you prefer?
What is your sexual orientation? Do you identify most with cisgendered white males? Or would you say that maybe you're more akin to an LGBTQIA2 plus person?
I'm just interested. I'm interested because if you don't identify correctly, I got to leave.
I got to go to somebody else.
A different doctor.
I have to find a queer or questioning
doctor.
Are
you in the LGBTQ plus IA2
wow, did you missed
medical network?
Lot of groups.
You just kind of glossed over that, Jeffy. We're disappointed in you.
You hate like nobody I've ever known.
Obvio.
My country celebrates holidays that recognize heroes of my race, sexual orientation, or religion. Oh, my gosh. Whose fault is it that more black heroes are not celebrated? It's the left's fault because they eliminated them all from history. We went through that years ago with Glenn and the black founders that nobody ever talks about except, I don't know, Glenn Beck. We talked about it. Not CNN, not MSNBC, certainly not ABC, CBS, or NBC. So why don't they know about it? Woodrow Wilson, for one, and all progressives for another. Look into the roots of today's educational system and find out who those people are and what they did to history.
Look into Planned Parenthood.
Yeah,
and Margaret Sanger.
Well, why? Because she was
eliminating
concerned about women's health issues.
Yeah,
is that why?
Yeah, we were talking about genocide earlier in the program.
Yeah,
that was her mission for blacks.
For blacks. Yeah, which they completely forgive her for. That's perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it.
She was misquoted.
It's
taken out of context.
Sure.
Yeah. How about this? You can speak in public to a powerful group without putting your race on trial. What? What does that?
One of them was, are you asked to speak on behalf of all whites? Yeah, I am never asked to speak for all whites.
I never ask a black person to speak for all blacks. Let's see. I can do well in school or work without being called an exception or a credit to my race.
I like this. I can remain oblivious or ignorant of the language and customs of persons of color who make up most of the world without any penalty for being so oblivious.
Okay, that's a run-on sentence, first of all.
Man, they put some thought into this stuff.
Yes, they have.
If I swear or dress in old clothes, people don't say or think all people of my race are rude or bad.
This person's got issues. That's the problem.
If a black person or a Hispanic person swore or dressed in old clothes, I would not assume that all blacks or Hispanics are rude or bad.
Yeah, even if you say that you wouldn't think that, you do.
Oh, okay.
As a whitey.
All right.
That's the point.
Wow.
That's the point. It's just it's
the only solution now is genocide.
It's powerful. Because there are certain things bred into us, right? Isn't that the case? Yes,
it is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were told that many years ago from his own book by Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I believe was his name. I can't remember if it was him or not.
I believe it was him who said something like his grandmother.
Typical white person.
Typical white person who,
if she sees somebody on the street.
If she just sees somebody on the street, a black person.
She's walking down the street.
She gets incredibly afraid.
That she doesn't know.
know.
There's a reaction that's been bred into.
Oh, there's a reaction that's been bred into her.
Our experiences.
I love the fact that he
bail
himself
out at
there
the
a little
end.
bit.
He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's realizing, okay, this is incredibly racist. I'm showing my incredible racism right now. There's a reaction that's been bred into her. This white person, this whitey cracker, nasty
I can
cracker
go
person.
shopping and not worry that I will be followed or harassed or assumed to be stealing.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't.
hate that
they
more
always
than
follow
anything.
me in every store.
Stores have security. They look for people who might possibly be stealing. If you're not stealing, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, but let me ask you this.
They ever follow you?
Jeffy, Mr. Smarty
At a
Pants.
grocery store, Jeffy?
Yes.
Well, yeah, the fat guy. They're going to follow the fat
okay,
guy.
wait, he's going down the cookie aisle.
Let me ask you this
down the
critical
cookie aisle.
question. Can you find a dentist of your race to treat you?
When you first look up a dentist, when you're Googling, you move to a new town, you're like, okay, I got to find a white guy dentist. And he better be straight, because if I get in there and he's even a hint of homosexual, I'm out of there.
Well, you ask that question of whoever answers the phone.
Maybe answer the phone. Right,
yeah.
right.
Hey, is your boss white, and what's his sexual orientation? All right.
I was so happy when I moved to Dallas. I was standing on a street corner and a bus drove by, and there was a picture of a white dentist on the side.
And you thought, there's my guy.
That's my dentist.
There's my guy.
He's a white guy.
I'm going to him for my next filling.
Did he look straight?
Oh.
Did he?
You can't be sure of that. You got to call and make sure in advance.
What is happening to this society?
I don't know, but have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.